from Alanda Craft, and this is our Paper Creations channel. And today I'm just going to do a flip through of the journal I've got here. This junk journal is a sunflower junk journal that I've made for my granddaughter Ayla, and it's been made using the instructions from the Christmas Mega-Zine course by Elizabeth over at Mrs Cogs Crafts. Now, what I've done here is I've used on the cover here the finishing fabric from Spotlight, and this is the Miller's brand. Bought a few colours because I really like the look of it and the feel. And I've just put a sunflower picture on here, and I've also added some buttons. Now I will put links to anything I mention in the description below, so you'll be sure to be able to go and get Mrs Cogs Crafts and also the papers that I used. Now the starry ribbon here is I just love this. It doesn't fray like all the others that I've had. This one's really holds together well. And this comes from Which Craft Do You Do here in Australia. Now she has a range of beautiful stuff in her shop, a lot of vintage stuff, and I do buy quite a bit from her. But the sari silk, I bought heaps of different colours. And also she does ship internationally, so if you don't live in Australia, don't worry, you can buy all this beautiful sari silk and her other vintage products, and she will ship overseas to you. Alright, so let's get started having a look. Now then, I've used two lots of paper in this book. I've used from Calico Collage, I've used Sunny Mornings Sunflower Kit, and Narella has included a lot of papers, ephemera, tags, and cut aparts and pockets and all sorts of lovely things in her kit. And I've also used paper from from the Journal Boat, and Victoria has got the Timeless Sunflower Kit, and these two complemented each other beautifully, so I will put links to both of those ladies in the description below. So what I've done here is I've taken some of the paper and I've just folded them in half and made a booklet, and you can see the look of the paper, it's just beautiful. Okay, so sunflowers are gorgeous. My granddaughter Ayla is a bright sunny young lass, and she's really, this will suit her beautifully. She is a daisy fan, but I couldn't find daisies, but I thought sunflowers are really beautiful. Okay, I've added a ticket to the string just to add a bit of interest there. And that pops into the pocket, and the pocket is made from the same fabric as I've used on the cover. It's just a different, slightly different colour. I've added some tea-dye lace, and I've also used one of the cut aparts to pop here. Now over here we have some, the first signature has some scrapbooking paper on the front, and I've just added some lace, and these two strips here are the reverse side of that paper, you can see here. And I just thought, just something simple to add some interest to the page. Use the cutout of the Sunny Mornings, and here I've just made a tuck spot. I love the sunflower clock, I think it's lovely. Okay, and this says, hidden inside every flower are seeds of imagination, destiny and future dreams. I thought that was rather lovely. Okay, now over here I have this little area where I've put my tags and things. Now I love this stitched slots pocket set. It's absolutely, use it on everything, I just love it. And this is the set here, and it's by Mattie's Crafting Joy. So I will put a link in the description below for this, but you just cut out your base on cardstock, and then you can cut out from whatever paper you're using to decorate it. It's just beautiful, I love it. So I will put that link below for you. And this was a large tag, and I've just put it on some cardstock, some tea-stained cardstock. That's a 65-pound cardstock that I've tea-dyed. Okay, and I have a little envelope here, and isn't that so cute? Really like that. And I've popped some words in here, and we have live, love, laugh, create. Ayla is a very creative young lady. She paints and draws and does all sorts of dressmakes and does all sorts of wonderful things. Very creative. Okay, so I've got some tickets here and the tag, and I just popped a bit of string through that. Over here, this is one of the pages, which I thought was rather nice, and I put sowing the seeds of love, and also I've added some lace to the side. Yeah, just got a tuck spot here. And these cards are from, excuse me, these cards are from Style 24 Designs, and I will put her link below. And they are herbs, and you can get, she has the back and the front. And what I've done is I've just tea-dyed some cardstock and pasted the picture on the front and put the descriptions on the back. You can actually mirror them and do them just on the paper, double-sided, but I wanted them to be a bit stronger, so I added them to some card. Now over here we've got a page with lines on it, and to get this effect I have a roasting pan, and it has an insert on it that has, it's a grill, and so I just pop the page on there and it creates these lines. I've done some stitching here and there. Okay, I wanted to just strengthen that page, so I just sewed some tea-dyed paper to the back of it, just to give it some strength and stability. Okay, so we've got some beehives and a little cut apart, and we've got some tags which I've stuck on the back of the cardstock that was left over from the front of the signatures, and of course some of the herbal index tags. A little bit of stenciling here, and again just another line page. I leave lots of pages blank in my journals if I'm doing them for other people, because they have their own ideas what they want to put in, and they want to add photos or do lots of journaling. They have the opportunity to do that. I also put in some leftovers so that if they want to continue adding things, they can just do so. Alright, so I've done some stenciling in the corner here, and this was some tickets, and I've just glued them along here. Actually, I think I've stitched those on. I stitched them along the bottom. I probably started out making a belly band, and never had much luck with belly bands, everything falls out. So I stitched along the bottom, made it into a pocket, and added all these lovely little cards and bits and pieces. A tag and a ticket. I also put a tab on there. Okay. I did tea dye some of these papers, but I wasn't really happy with the result, but still I've added them in here because they can be covered up with all photos and things. And there's still journaling space on the back. I did some stencil on some butterflies. Here we are, another little, I like these little pages and put throughout the book. It's nice to have just a contrast between all of the full-size pages and just to have something a little different. Again, just one of the cut aparts, butterfly and a little tag. There we go, I've just popped a little bumblebee on there. Okay, this is the centre of the book, and down the centre I've just taken the tags and added some stamps, these are, so just glued one on either side of the cotton, just for a bit of effect. Okay, I've got two pockets here, and again some herb index cards, and just some little cards to put photos and journal on. There's such a lot in these packs. The ladies on Etsy just provide so much, so much really, and it's beautiful. Get carried away and it's hard to stop. This page is a little dark, but I've still added it in because, I mean, it can be covered up with all sorts of things. I love the mason jar. I think the mason jars are great with the butterfly and the sunflowers in it. And because it cuts off at the side here, and I wanted to use it on this side instead of butting it into a middle, I added lace over the top just so it cuts that flatness off on that side. This is another one of the large tags, and I've just put Cultivate Love on the top. And this was done with rice, so as I was tea dyeing I just popped some rice in here and when I was cooking the paper, and I just like the effect that it's given it. Here's another one here. And this was just a collage of papers. I'll just pop that in there as well. Right, and now we come to the second signature, and this is using the reverse of that paper in the front, And this is a little folder. Now these folders, I learned how to make this from Natasha over at Treasure Books. She has lots of amazing stuff on her channel, and I'm always learning new things, and I really love how these turned out. So just pop the little sunflower in here and the butterfly. I mean, it's just simple stuff. Bits of paper torn apart and glued on, and it looks great. I think it looks great. But when you open it, you know, you've got a little notebook in here. And I just think that looks great. I love it. Anyway, I've got some tea-dyed lace down here. Love the size of these tags, and they work well with this slotted pocket that I have. So here we just pop them onto some tea-dyed cardstock, and I've just added some little bits and pieces here. And this one just says choose to shine. And this is something else I learned from Natasha over at Treasure Books. I tell you, she just got so much on her channel. And this is, I've just used a bit of notepaper here, and just folded it in half, folded the bottom up, made the size I wanted, glued it together, and it makes a pocket. And then just add some bits and pieces. It's so simple, and it's so effective. Looks really great. As I say, check out her channel. I will put the link in the description below because she's well worth a visit. Now this here was some plants. I went and got a couple of leaves out of the garden, and what I've done is just put those on the paper as I was cooking it, and I quite like the effect. Yeah, we just added sunny mornings here. There's a little tag with some wording, and pop some little bits and pieces in there. Again, some stenciling. Done it in the other corner on this page. Got some lined paper here for journaling. Okay, so we've got a little tuck spot here. And in this envelope, I've just got a little be bright, sunny and positive. So just pop little things into the envelopes and they look great. So down here, and we've got the bumblebee with the sunflowers. Tuck in there. And a piece of music. You can also tuck up here because I've made this a tuck spot as well. So she can tuck a photo in there, tuck photos down here. I know lots of people tend to fill their junk journals with everything, and if I was making for myself I probably would. But as I say, I'm making this for Ayla and I want her to have lots of room to journal. I love this. I want to be like a sunflower, so that even on the darkest days I will stand tall and find the sunlight. I thought that's just beautiful. A little tag, just put those in there. Sunflower page. I mean, who doesn't love sunflowers? They're just gorgeous. Okay, we've got a little pocket here. Some more of these index cards from Style 24 Designs. I think I bought all of the Herb Index cards. So, and I've made good use of them. I'll put something in here. Oh yes, I have. Here we go. Some more things I think about Ayla. Kind, unique and thoughtful. So she'll find those as she goes through the album and sees the envelopes. Hopefully opens them. Okay, I've just put tickets again on here. And then more index cards over here. Got a little tuck spot. As you can see, there's just so much came with these kits. I did mix the two and I thought they complemented each other so well. And so you'll be able to go and have a look at both kits. Decide if you want to get one or both. But they do go together beautifully. It's another one of these little paper bags that I've made. Just dressed it up with one of these pretty flowers. Another piece of paper with the rice effect on it. A bit of stenciling down here. And this is something else I learnt from Natasha over at Treasure Books. Just tore some card up, stamped it, and just decorated it, popped on a button. And I just think it's such a great idea. And I've made it into a pocket. Doesn't it look cute? I really like this idea. Okay, some more stenciling, and then we come to the back. And I've done the same thing again. I've got a pocket here, some tea-dyed lace, and again the orange sunflower, and another little booklet. Here we go, there's another one of these little cut aparts. Now, wherever life plants you, bloom with grace. I've got a tuck spot on the inside, and that's the little booklet. So there's plenty of room for writing and putting photographs in. And on the side here, I've just used a bulldog clip, added a chain, a couple of beads, and this is a Tim Holt charm, and it says inspire. And that's all I've done with that. I haven't done anything else on the cover. I just thought I'd leave it plain. And as I say, just does up with the sari silk ribbon, and it's just beautiful. Okay, so there you have it, my sunflower junk journal.